Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. You know what, it's funny, I'm sure a lot of people are actually doing well today because yesterday Chelsea managed to win 6-1 and book a place at Wembley, which I have to say for me has softened the blow. And when I think about it, I'm happy. But with what went down yesterday and the elimination of Algeria from the Africa Cup of Nations in such a catastrophic way, I'm feeling the effects today. I'll tell you that for real. I am. And it's not just me. It honestly feels like a dark, dark moment in our football. And yeah, that's it's still not hit me in terms of like what's happened. So yeah, it is what it is. Obviously, we will all have to move on and get up and running and chin up and think for the future. But we will go over what has happened, including at Chelsea, where we've got the latest news and a couple of things to discuss. So make sure you guys are going to stick to the end to catch all the latest. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Tomorrow, you'll be getting your preview for our FA Cup game on Friday, Chelsea versus Aston Villa. So make sure you guys are here for the preview. Much appreciated. Now, the AFCON is such an incredible tournament in so many ways. And this year's one has been, without question, the cherry on the cake. I feel like we're not going to get a tournament like this ever again. It's been incredible for all reasons, and for me positively and negatively, because like right now, as I've mentioned, and like I've said, there's going to be a tone to this video because I am still feeling what went down yesterday and I'm not over it. Definitely not. We have to move on, but I'm not over it because it was such a bad display and such a bad result. But we've got the latest coming from the Algerian national team, which is this. Belmadi is no longer the Algeria head coach and he has resigned. He resigned after the game yesterday. He went to the players apparently and told them in the dressing room first. And this is why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, to give you guys some context, because for all of it to end this way is what stings. And what do I mean by that? We won the African Cup in 2019. Belmadi came in 1 year, boom, African champions. And it was such a breath of fresh air and such a, not just a breath of fresh air, I thought I'd never see it in my lifetime. And, Mahrez and Slimani and all these guys at their peak. And I genuinely thought that when the time comes, you gracefully say, okay, it's the end. Thank you for everything. See you later. But instead, what's happened is we finished bottom of the group last AFCON. Didn't qualify for the 2022 World Cup because we missed it in the last minute of our playoff. And finished bottom of the group in this AFCON. And that's what stings. A manager like this who is loved has to leave in this way. And the players who are, some of them legends, Mahrez, for example, is going to retire. There's about, I think, 7 or 8 players that are going to announce their retirement. It's not been done yet, but it's going to happen. And it's just incredible. But, yeah, Belmadi has left. And look, this just explains his legacy. Africa Cup of Nations winner, 35 unbeaten games in a row. In a row. We nearly broke the world record that Italy set on 37, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 37. So for it to all end like this is what hurts. This is why I am the way that I am right now, because it didn't have to end this way. It did not have to end this way. So huge thank you to Younes Belmadi for everything that he's done. He's given me personally a moment that I never thought I'd experience, and this is why it's a big deal for me, and it's a big deal for all Algerians, I'm sure. And I wish him the best going forward. Honestly, he won't be forgotten. Thank you for everything and the job that you've done. Et bonne chance. That's it. Such a sad end, man. Right, let's talk Chelsea, man. This is... right. Thiago Silva. Oh, this is sad as well. Oh, man, I might just walk away. Check this out. Thiago Silva on his bond with Chelsea fans after the game yesterday that finished 6-1. He said, I know with each game that ends, I have the feeling it's ending, so that makes me a little sad. I mean... This one's expected. Do you see what I mean? This is the difference. You see, with Thiago Silva, you know when the end is coming. and you know it's going to be done. It's going to be an occasion. It's going to be, you know, a moment where all the focus is on the goodbye. And it makes the goodbye worthwhile. Do you know what I mean? And there may be some tears, but they're not happy tears, but they're understandable tears. They are, you know, we know the time has to come and this is it. Fair enough. This is it. And we've got Secret Scout who has come up with this. My understanding is that Thiago Silva will be leaving Chelsea at the end of the season. So it's expected. You see what I mean? There was already, not just rumours, but there was, we kind of knew this was going to happen. At the end of this season, that it would be the end. It's going to be sad because Thiago Silva, he's not been here long. He's been here for a short amount of time, but he's had a very big impact. A very big impact. From the moment he walked in and we won all those trophies with him under Thomas Tuchel, a huge impact. And if only we had him 10 years younger, we would have had him alongside JT. That would have been mad. He would have gone down as a club legend, for sure. And in his own right, for the amount of time that he's been here, he's kind of an honorary legend, if you want to do that. You know how people get honorary like doctorates and honorary PhDs, you know, that sort of thing, just because of what they've done in their life, right? This is one of those moments. He's technically an honorary legend for Chelsea. We'll give him that because it's Thiago Silva. So big respect. But the time's going to come at the end of the season where we have to say goodbye. And yeah, it's sad. Now, I'm not going to show because there's nothing to really show, but apparently there's a collaboration between Jordan, Nike, right? You know, Michael Jordan's association with Nike, and Chelsea apparently. Now, I don't expect this to be anything more than a fourth kit because the PSG fourth kit has been launched with Jordan. And apparently they're looking to get linked with a London club, and apparently they've got Chelsea and Tottenham both lined up. So I'm expecting nothing more than like an extra fourth kit that might be produced by Nike alongside Jordan for Chelsea Football Club. We'll see what happens. But apart from that, there's nothing else that we've heard. So yeah, it'll be a very good looking kit. I'm sure, because the Jordan brand is a very good looking brand. That's for sure. Right. And because they collaborate with Nike, we will have that collaboration with them. So when that happens, and we will see. Now, I want to show you this. Casadei has come back to Chelsea, and we were all thinking, why? Right? And then we were like, oh, okay, no, his loan's been terminated and he's back at Chelsea and he's going to stay. And Leicester have bought someone, so that's maybe why. And now we get the Leicester City manager talking. Check this out. We were surprised Casadei went back to Chelsea. They own him, so they can decide. We can't do anything. We didn't expect it, but we deal with it and we see if we can do something before the transfer window closes. So this was Chelsea's decision. We voluntarily called him back from his loan. To do what? To stay on the bench. I honestly thought that it was Leicester that just went, nah, you know what? We're not happy. And, you know, Chelsea are like, oh, okay, we'll take him back then. Their manager's like, we were surprised. We thought he'd be here. We can't change it. They decided. Why? Chelsea, what are we doing? Why are we doing that? Some people are going to say, oh, injuries. He's a midfielder. Who's he going to play in the place of? Enzo's there. Caicedo's there. Sorry. Gallagher's there. Palmer can play the 10. Nkunku is on and off with injuries, I understand that. Chukwuemeka's just come back, so he's looking to get back into the team. But where's Casadei going to play? Tell me, where's he going to play? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And then when Lavia comes back, oh boy, there's even more flipping competition in that team. When it happens, we genuinely don't know if Lavia's a real man at this point. Or a real player. You know, it's mad. But you get the gist. I don't see the logic. I'm surprised. This is Chelsea's decision. I don't get it. Anyway, we'll see what the impact might be. I genuinely hope that he will have a good impact. I genuinely hope that he might, you know, surprise Poch in training or something, and all of a sudden we've actually got a decent midfielder at our disposal. Maybe, you never know, but we'll see. Let me know your thoughts down below on that one. Now let's move away very quickly before we end. This is crazy. Crazy. Check this out. Just in, the Public Prosecution Service has demanded an unconditional prison sentence of 9 years for Quincy Promes, who has been prosecuted for his involvement in importing over 1,300 kilos of cocaine. Unreal. What's the point? Why? This guy was a professional footballer, right? At a decent level, who I'm sure made pretty good money. There's no reason to dabble in that sort of business. No reason. You know, people on the street and all of that, and, you know, people that don't have much, they dabble into it to try and get some quick money, yeah? It's really fast, very dirty, but very fast money, right? So for them, they feel like, well, I got to hustle, I got to do something, right? So they do that. I'm not for that, but at least in that, you can kind of understand why. With this, I don't understand why. Why? What's the point? You're a rich man. Why? Why risk it all? What? For what? For more money? You've got money. I don't understand. This one is crazy. He's been locked up 9 years. He deserves more. He deserves more just for the stupidity. I'd give 9 years to a normal drug dealer. This guy, I'd probably triple it. 27 years, mate. You're stupid. Like, your stupidity does not help society. You need to stay in. Like, it's as simple as that. So, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And talking about crazy, well, this is a little bit more expected, but dodgy. And it's at Spurs. Former Tottenham Hotspur owner Joe Lewis has pleaded guilty to insider trading at a court in Manhattan, New York. He's been accused of passing sensitive information onto his private pilots and friends. Dodgy. Now, he's former Tottenham owner, apparently, which I'm surprised. I didn't actually know this. I thought he was still part of ENIC. Anyway, well, the Tottenham ownership, when I say ENIC, I thought that he was still part of that circle, but apparently not, former. So anyway, he got out at the right time for Tottenham to not be that affected. But insider trading, it is illegal. You can't do that. Sensitive information, it's got to be a fair market. You've got to have all public information readily available to anyone that that wants to access it. And it's only that info, and anything on the inside has to stay on the inside. It's as simple as that. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. And I will see all of you tomorrow for the preview. So make sure you guys are here for that. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. And on top of that, we will keep tabs on AFCON. Don't worry, I will keep you guys posted on my thoughts and opinions of this bonkers tournament and what's happening. Tonight is Tunisia, and we'll see if they're going to be either, you know, saving their skin, or they're going to be joining us going home. So there's that. Cameroon, if I'm not mistaken, not Cameroon, sorry. Morocco are through, but that group as well, Morocco's group, and we'll see who's going to be making it into the last 16, and then we'll be talking last 16. So there we are. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated, people, and I'll see all of you tomorrow for a brand new one. Have a good one, people. See you lot tomorrow. Take care, and peace.